Mi amor, dame más Quila.
Around the city with a couple there in me. Puffing on a Cuban plotting which ways I should move it. Shawty got her body run around with a mommy, yeah. She a mommy, yeah. Keep her riding down the cold when the grain against the wall. Red rose, all she want. Hustler, hustler, hustler.
Welcome everybody to the Quila Podcast. I'm your host, DONiLA, sponsored by Quila Empire. Today's episode topic is about commitment and what that looks like. I'm also big on communication, but if you commit to something and you say you're gonna do it, why don't you do it? If I fall through, if we talk in communication about, yo, you're gonna do this, you're gonna show for that, why won't you do it? And sometimes there's gonna be people in life who are gonna swear they commit to the end of the moment. They're gonna swear they commit to the end of the day, and they don't show up. They don't fall through. What are your plan B's, plan C's, plan D's? You gotta have some kind of contingency plans when they fall through the cracks. I've been dealing with that with these last two events that I've done. We've had a private taping recently, and even before that was the Give Back event, which was our very first event, Quila Empire, my clothing brand with nonprofits and sponsors. So let's give a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? So toast up for that. But that wasn't easy. I was the whole organizer of that. And because of that event, I got to see who was really there and supported me. Who was really my close people, who really believed in the vision of DONiLA and Q. You know, when I do things like the give back, school supplies for the kids, I do it with the intention of giving back to the community, diversity is trending, inclusion, and different acts for different things, different components in the city to be exposed. We have streamers, cheerleaders at the end, even though all 8 of them ended up not coming through. The only one who did come through, that's the one that matters most. It's the people who come, even if they come as late as they did, they still show up. And I give them opportunity because it's the effort in anything, the worst circumstances, but they still manage to pull up to your event. They still manage to do what they can with the little available resources they have. Those are the type of people you want close to you. Man, you know, it's cool. Sure, we run in the city, we run in the state of VA, cool. Now it's time for out-of-state shit. I can't keep working or giving my time to people who don't value it. So make sure you value yourself first. And when you put that mindset on yourself, that's when they're gonna start being like, damn, like, they not tolerating this. Oh, they charging these kind of prices. You gotta make them go back like, damn, okay. I mean, I wouldn't do it, or that's not for me. Someone out there for you. Everyone got their audiences. You just gotta know your niche, gotta know your demographic. It's all about what you work with, how you work with. I always say to people, it's podcasting. I put my phone up, my tripod up, the light up, boom, I'm out here, you know? Oh, shout out to the whole fam out here in Richmond, Virginia. When you holler, you know I'm in the building. Shout out to my management, Tambien, out in Nova. He just booked me for a major festival. We just waiting for the acceptance from them. I've been in retirement with music right now. Probably like a year or so. A year and some change, building up the clothing brand, doing events, being the arbiter. But I'm ready. I'm ready to make a major comeback now, you know. I've been always writing since 2011. I never gave up. I might have put it to the side. And the people who've met me later in my life, they know me as designer. They know me as event coordinator, designer, whatever. They know me as, maybe not as music artist. As anything else, whatever. But I've started everything from the music. everything, videography, clothing brand, podcasting. If it wasn't for music being my passion since day one, I wouldn't have been doing this thing. I wouldn't have my style, my swag, the way you see it here on video. I wouldn't be so media relatable or whatever, influencer. I do what I do because of love and the drive that I have that's inside. And no one can take that from me. Now, commitment's gonna come to the people who hold value inside you. For my give back event, man, I wanted to do it before and after, which I did, but I didn't like the way it came out in production-wise. But I can tell you this, having a team is essential to the components in which they relay communication. Everyone being on the same page. The give back day of course, things aren't gonna go perfectly. And there was a lot of things that went delayed or didn't happen at all. But to the vendors that showed up, to the people that showed up, who ended up helping when they didn't have to, that's the impact that you can influence when you're not just authentic, when you have influence of, wow, I see what you're doing in the community. How can I contribute? How can I help with my resources? 3 of my people with trucks, or 2 weren't able to. You know, one was out of state and the other one wasn't even back in state in time. But the one that helped me was the least likely to appear, and it came through and helped the whole day. Without that person, I wouldn't even be able to transport the chairs. You know, and I have a bunch of my young guns with me. And I'm talking about my YNs. You know, because they wild. Especially off the, you know what I mean, off the liquid. It's showing me who can handle their liquor, who can't. And it wasn't even about drinking at that. They did some things that I said as long as they could tolerate themselves and they can handle themselves while the event, I'm okay. Because I'm not paying attention. I'm running around doing my thing. They're like, yo, boss, One dude tried to steal from the store I'm doing business with that's letting us use their location for our event. And you're gonna try to steal from them. It's not what we doing, bro. I don't care how inebriated you was. You can't be doing that. You can't be moving like that and fucking up the function for us, for me, for our negotiations. And at the end of that, you know, I had my mom's one of my sponsors, my stepdad is one of my sponsors. So shout out to RVA Latino Show, and shout out Little Boy Shootout in attendance. You know, we had a mechanical bull for that day. We had the snow cones. We had the Jamaican food. Shout out all my Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had a lot of dope people. We got a popular Richmond artist named Combo. Shout out Combo out here in Richmond, Virginia, doing his motherfucking thing in these streets, doing his music, influencing the right way. Banger after banger, drop after drop. Virginia, we hot. Hate the lovers, love the haters. It's Virginia, baby. It's clicked up out here. But I use cutting edge precision on who I want to work with, who I want to be associated with my brand, with what I'm doing. You have to play chess out here. You got to make sure you're doing this for the long-term things. Don't just go for the short change and shortchange yourself. We had a kids basketball game, then an adults basketball game. Beautiful, and shout out Francis, you know what I'm saying? Once my cousin came into the second half of the game, yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying, the game turned tied because we was looking crazy, man. We was about to lose and whatnot, but yeah, I'm proud of everybody who came in association, and it couldn't happen without y'all. So clap it up for yourselves, Richmond. We going against the odds by showing everybody we can come together collectively as a whole, and we can make a difference together. You know, remember, it's to last forever. Now, so the dude who told me about, yo, your man's was stealing from us, right? His dad was a store owner. Make sure your next choice is a good choice. So shop a good choice. Make sure you shop. 3801 Castlewood Road, Richmond, Virginia. Aight, get out there. Now, his pops was like, yo, who put this together? He already knew I wanted to do an event, but he might have forgot something, right? So he said, who's the organizer for this event? As it was a lot of turn up, you know? So inside of his store, got more traffic, more people got to find out about it. In the store, they liquidate a lot of the items, right? Because you can find Tommy Hilfiger in there, you can find Gucci, you can find whatever for affordable prices. Real dope. And let me show you how dope it is. He was like, who was the organizer of this event? And I said, I was. Who helped doing it? I said, my team. He said, oh, all right. He said, you know what? Anything out the store is yours. So the store owner was so impressed with my work. Let me caught something out of the store. And it was just yours, right here. These joints. I'm from 3801 Castlewood Road, Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? These joints right here, exclusive. I never had no pair of Dior before, but the owner of the store was so impressed with my work. Got my first pair of Dior's. Yeah, Jordan's 5, man. Like, so these things mean something. Anything I want out the store, pair of Dior's. Now they retail for $450 in there. Well, they were selling it for $450 in there, and I eyed them 2 months ago. And I was thinking to myself, yo, I'm gonna cop them joints when I can. And then after bringing so much clientele and business and whatnot, shopping with them, like anything I want out the store, I was eyeing these joints on. Free of charge. I wasn't even asking for anything in return. I was just doing something for the community because I love doing this. And I wanted to challenge myself as an event coordinator. Could I get things done right in a timely manner, organization, everything, when I really put my mind to it? And I can. So don't tell me things are impossible when they are. Like this morning, did I know I was gonna shoot a podcast this morning? Nah, but I woke up at 6 o'clock because I came in last night thinking I'm gonna go work. I was exhausted though. I've been moving around, doing things back to back. Make sure your mental health is in check. You don't want to overexert yourself and drain yourself, and then you have nothing else to give. It's a lot of drainers out here, light takers out here, right? And you a beacon, and you sharing knowledge, and you doing things out the good of your heart. People will use and abuse that, and they see that as a weakness. Don't forget you competent though. I made it this far at 29 years old, and I'm only gonna get better. So I'm sharing in real life, in real time. I'm sharing with y'all. You can do it too if you really want to. Okay? What things are we missing? What systems do we need to put in place? What do we need to try different? You know, because if you're doing the same thing, that's insanity. But you tweak it and you try different. Now we back in motion, baby. Shout out Pastels and Pistols. Stay in motion, not emotion. You know? But yeah, man. So that was my first pair. Oh yeah, so they were selling it in the store for $450. It retails for $1,200. Got it for free. First pair of Dior from out of store, 3801 Castlewood Road. Aight? Make sure you shop, man. So when you bring value to others and they see it, they give you it back tenfold. Yeah. Yeah, giving it to you raw today. Courtesy by yours truly, DONiLA. Aight, shout out to my management out in Northern Virginia. Shout out Switch. Might be performing in a festival in DC, a Latin DC festival. Probably one of my biggest performances yet. You know, shit, like this last week, shout out my mom's RV Latino show, right? Because moms did something that I was chilling one night on a Wednesday last week. She said, yo, guess where I'm at a red carpet joint. I thought it was somewhere in the city, so I was like, oh, that's cute. Then I see a celebrity, Raul Alejandro. I'm like, oh, where you at, ma? You not in Richmond. What? Questions. She was at the 38 Latin Heritage Awards. Man, let me tell you, to get in there is exclusive. And the thing she told me to get in, she just emailed the people, media people. We were #1 Spanish radio station out here in Richmond, Ultra Radio. I'm the host of Obviously Latino Show. Is it possible we can get some, entry? They said, yeah, we'll put you not on the wait list, but yeah, if there's like free entry for the next person, yeah, you can come. Then they hit her back, be like, yo, we got open space. She was like, can I get some media passes? They said, yeah. And then her co-host on her show said, yo, you think you can get an extra one for me? She asked, why not? Boom, can I get an extra one for her? And they said, yeah, come. And they were in, and she met some icons, real dope. The guy who was Cheech and Chong, he was there. Lisa, wonder if you take me home. Would you still be in love, baby? Because I need you tonight. My mom was in 4th grade when Lisa came out. The same way Drake be influencing the generation, Lisa inspired her in the 80s, right? And she got to meet her, an icon. Everyone has their own tribulations and their own story. So, super hype for moms doing that. You know what I mean? And all it takes is confidence comes from confidence and vice versa, right? Knowing you could just do it, knowing you could do something, taking the risk of something. And it's repetition as well. Sometimes you need to get out of your comfort zone to do something major. So, I've done everything I possibly could out here in Richmond, Virginia. All the things that people said was hard to get into, or one-on-one only, like you gotta be this, that, da. I say, yo, I cut through it like cutting through glass. I ain't get my hands scratching nothing. I just made myself better. It's not easy doing what I do, but I got people who believe in the vision, people who believe in me. And that takes me to my next point. So it's been kept under wraps as far as what we wanted to do, how we wanted to move next. So I just finished the Give Back event, right? Successful, took a month to prep everything up, make sure everything was going smooth. DJ hits me up, says, yo, Papi, I fly back from Florida next day. I got something major to talk to you about. He tells me about this private taping event with models and different activities and, for content. It was so amazing. I was done. I was exhausted from the Give Back event because it took a lot out of me. I was so mesmerized by his passion and the details that he brought all this information up for an event. In theory of everything that he said, we could do it in 2 weeks. Now in practice, that was another thing. Was I able to get the models? Yeah. Was I able to get the location? Yeah, found something. It can't be the Don if you don't find resources from every angle. But when it came down to the event, miscommunication was #1 thing. Everyone not being on the same page. And I take fault for that. No matter if it's 50% or 100%, I take fault in the cracks in between. And the blueprint. Some people call it to run the show. I say the blueprint. We had other components to make it grand. Weather played another factor into it. It was definitely a learning curve of the year. You know what I mean? No event rush in 2 weeks. It's crazy work. And, people who swore they was gonna come. People swore they was gonna come make it. You don't believe me? I told you, having attitudes that they gonna make it. Just not, no call, no show, no communication. All we needed was for you to be committed, communicative, and committed, and you would have reaped the benefits free of charge, cost you nothing at all. Now, and we're all adults. At this time of recording, we all adults. So don't come with me with a bullshit talking about, oh, if it was so serious, so detrimental, and then the people who've seen all the results, because we still have amazing photographers, videographers, we had amazing people around us as far as the results. It was just during it, everyone saw the frustration and us cooking, stressing, doing too much on our plate that should have been delegated. But people fell through, you know. Yeah, definitely a learning curve. And I just had you know, and that's when people want to jump on the bandwagon now. They want to hit my phone talking about how you been, this and that. Yo, repost this on my store. Now, charging everybody. Now going forward, because I got an engagement, 38,000 and counting. People are in tune with what I'm doing in the city and out of state. And shout out Pastel and Pistols. We just got into a Maryland store, Hagerstown, Maryland outlets. So if you ever want to try some Quila or some Pastel and Pistols clothing brand, go to Hagerstown outlets, Maryland. Shout out AO Boutique. It got us in there. Dude from Baltimore and put over 100 brands in a store in Maryland, all over the country. Non-profit joint. Check them out. Cool. Location be down, link in description. Yeah. You know, got shorts in there right now, but I have more material, bucket hats, sweatsuits, windbreakers, all that good stuff's coming out. Man, when people just want to join you for what you're becoming, or want to just be around just to be around the clout and put no work in. Nah. Some of my people close to it, they was like, yo, Don, you gotta stop being so nice, so forgiving, you know, because I got a big heart. I want us all to win. But now that I'm realizing different things, I'm like, wow, like, okay, shit. Q.U.I.L.A was just an idea. Q.U.I.L.A was just a vision that I seen made happen. And now that we here, you know, the people that I got around me all excel. Every kind of thought that I had. Now we've been to RVA Fashion Week, the #1 fashion show in Virginia. You know, what other ones? I mean, what? There's one in DC that's not Virginia. RVA Fashion Week brings people from all over the city, all over the states. Look up, all people from all over Florida, New York, Atlanta, whatever. If you went to fashion, you was there. I was there. My brand was there. They only picked the best of the best in RVA Fashion Week. You know, so shout out Ryan Agent, shout out Jimmy Bud for having me one of the designers, so I can showcase April 27th streetwear finale collection for the Quila Family Empire with my team. Not just anybody can do that. I've done the best of the best here in Virginia. Now I'm going all over states. I got different things, different major goals for 2026. My mentality is in 2026 with this great lock-in that we in for the rest of the year. I got a 13K. I got a 13K run in November, Philadelphia. I never been in no marathon, but it's the capabilities when my leg was fucked up and I had crutches and really learned how to walk for 6 months, 4 years ago. Now I'm back in the field doing what I do best. Destroying limiting beliefs I had about myself. Showing myself it's possible. Full circle moments. You know, I've been through things too. Still going through some tribulations, but always impressing myself when I manage to do the impossible. When I outdo myself each and every time. I need certain units to hit before the end of the year. I'm gonna sell this amount of units. How I'm gonna do that? The answer is in the question. Do that. How I'm gonna sell it? Sell it. How do I brand it? Brand it. How do I market? Market. How do I make content? Make content. That's why I get so passionate about things. But you gotta live and learn in life too. Nothing's ever given. The best life experiences come from doing hands-on. I don't regret anything. Embarrassment, shamefulness, being guilty, right, wrong. It's what makes us today in real time. So I appreciate everybody who's been rocking with me, everybody's support, everyone from the models that walk for our brand, from the people that I associate with, the people who've been there through my highs and lows. Shout out China the Don, #1 bottle girl in the city. Make sure you tap in Bellows Caribbean Lounge Bar and Restaurant. Shout out DK. Shout out everybody. Nia Mulan, E the Engineer. You know, I couldn't be where I'm at without the people who hold value and hold dear. That commitment that I said I do and giving y'all quality. You know? Maybe I'm not the CEO that I could be or wanted to be, but I'm the CEO Quila got. And I be damned if a motherfucker try to take some shit away, ain't no nigga gonna do that shit. I'm the nigga right now. I'm that guy. I'm the one driving the steering wheel of the boat or whatever. I'm putting in that effort, that execution. I'm the one in the fast lane right now. Alright, let's go. Right, left. I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now. Feel what I'm saying? So, we're gonna end off like that. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Expect more episodes coming in. We're gonna flood the gates with them. No more events for the rest of the year. I'm done. Them shits is exhausting, you know? I didn't get back enough. It's draining. I'm just locking in right now. Get my mind, body right. Rest of the year. Definitely expect some major things. I'm gonna be uploading some more podcast episodes as I got more topics to talk about. Got some more things, new interviews with other people in the city. For sure, get to know the team now. And I want y'all to know who these people are, why they're so important. Come see a glimpse in our world. Now, if you love vlogs, make sure you subscribe to Q.U.I.L.A Lifestyle. It's gonna be linked in the description. All the vlogs with my team, with what I'm making, what I'm doing, life to life, you know, in real time. Podcast is giving y'all insight from my life. The vlogs is my life. Shout out to the baddest motherfucker I know around. Shout out my guy Ray. I eat. You know what I mean? New single on the way. Fuck with me. New account on Spotify. DONiLA coming real soon. Just a young man trying to put some cilantro on my taco. Some mole in my chicken. Shout out Hector Jesus. #1 villain out there in Florida. Yeah. When they hate you, you know you're doing something right. Hey man, we know how I'm meant to be liked and shit out here. You gotta keep on pursuing your goals and being the most authentic version of yourself. By executing. We're not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be all cool, kumbaya with everybody. No, fuck that. See me as what I am. I care who like me, who don't. Moving forward, I'm moving different. You know, and sometimes you need a slap in the face from life that is showing you, yo, you know, they don't like you, so what? I don't gotta appease the mind of insects, the mind of those around me who, where were y'all when I was, where are y'all when I'm in the trenches, where are y'all, it don't matter. Opinions don't matter. You voted for Kamala or Trump, it don't matter. Neither of them pay my bills. Neither of them putting money in my pocket. Neither of them, I don't give a fuck. Chit, chatter. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, regardless at the end of the day. Stay prayed up out here. Been a pleasure. Stay hydrated out here. Let's lock in, gang. Come on. Lock in out here. Stay hydrated. Do your thing. Let's get it. Aye!